Good morning, students. In the last class I have discussed about liquid pressure. That means in the previous class I have discussed already about solid pressure, and in the last class I have discussed about liquid pressure. Today I will discuss about gas pressure. That means similarly for as liquid and solid exert pressure, similarly gas exert pressure. Similarly gas exerts pressure. To understand this, suppose I am giving an example. When air is filled to a balloon, what happen? When air is filled to a balloon, then it increases in size, right? It increases in size from whole side. Okay, so that means when air is filled to a balloon, it increases in size. Why? Because air is a what? Air is a gas. Air is a gas. We know air consists of number of gases like carbon dioxide, oxygen, nitrogen, etc. Okay, so air is also a gas. So when air is filled to a balloon, then it increases in size. Why? Because air has a mass. It has a mass, and as it has a mass, it exerts pressure. It exerts pressure. So pressure to the walls. Pressure to the walls of the balloon. That's why the balloon start to increase. So understand why air is filled, then the balloon air get into the balloon, and it start to exert pressure. It start to exert, as it has a mass, then it start to exert the pressure on the walls of the balloon. So that's why it start to increase in size. So here we can conclude gas also exert pressure. Clear? That's why balloon increases in size. Okay. Atmospheric pressure. What is atmosphere? What is atmosphere? We know the earth is surrounded by a layer of air. Okay, this is called atmosphere. Okay, and this atmosphere extend up to many kilometers. Okay, so the pressure exerted by the atmosphere on the exerted by the atmosphere or air in the atmosphere is called atmospheric pressure. Clear? So what is atmosphere? Atmosphere is a layer of air around the surface of the earth or above the surface of the earth, and it extends up to several kilometers, many kilometers. Okay, and the air also exert pressure. The atmosphere also exert pressure. That is called atmospheric pressure. Okay, the pressure exerted by the air in the atmosphere is called atmospheric pressure. Okay, so we can say the atmospheric pressure can also be defined as a force per unit area. That means pressure exerted on a surface. Suppose this is the surface. So pressure exerted on a surface by the weight of the air. Okay, what do you know? Pressure is equals to force upon area. Pressure is equals to force per unit area. That means force per area. So here again force is equals to what? Forget it. So here we know you have to remember weight. Weight is also force. Weight is also one kind of force. So here weight of the air exert give the pressure. That means weight of the air per unit area. That means atmospheric pressure is the pressure exerted by the weight of the air above the surface. Clear. Force per unit area, that means force given per unit area. So here weight is the force, as we know weight is one kind of also force. So here weight give the pressure. So weight of the air above the surface, that is called the atmospheric pressure. So if it is a surface, then there is the atmosphere up to several kilometers, up to many kilometers. Okay, and this consists of air. This exert pressure on the surface, and that is called atmospheric pressure. Okay. Acha. So as we have learned, the atmosphere exert pressure. Okay, so that means air exert pressure. Okay, because air is a gas, so air exert pressure, right? So suppose this is a human body. Okay, so as we know atmosphere or air exert pressure, so we can say on the human body, there also air exert pressure. Air also exert pressure on our body, right? Air also exert pressure on our body. Air also exert pressure on our body, right? From each and every direction. Okay. So and the direction is inward, right? Now you have to remember the weight of the air. That means force. The weight of the air on our body or on 100 square centimeter area is about 1000 kg force. 1000 kg force. If we have said in force, then 1000 kg force. So you have to remember the weight of the air exert on 100 square km area equivalent to 100 kg force. Okay, so that means on our body there must have a force or there must have a pressure. Okay, so why don't we feel it? Why we cannot feel this pressure? Why? So there must have a force which cancel this pressure, right? Understand? We know air exert pressure, that means air exert pressure on our body, and we know that air exert pressure on 100 square cm area is equivalent to 1000 kg force. 1000 kg. So as air exert pressure on our body, so why don't we feel it? So if air exert pressure, then we become very thin. Okay, when air exert pressure, we become thin, but we don't. Why? So there must have another pressure which cancel this air pressure. Okay, understand? So that means human body also exert some pressure to the outward direction. So air pressure exert this is air pressure which exert inward direction and from each direction. Similarly, there is a pressure which is outward direction. This is inward. So this is outward, this is inward. So this inward pressure is cancelled out by this outward pressure. This is air pressure, and you know the pressure actually in the human body, this outward pressure is given by blood. Okay, so air exert pressure, similarly blood exert pressure which is outward direction, outward direction. Air has the direction inwards, but blood has the direction outward. So this blood pressure cancel the air pressure. That's why we don't feel the air pressure. Understand? If air exert pressure in this direction, then blood gives the pressure in this direction. If air exert the pressure in this direction, blood exert pressure in this direction. So this two pressure cancel to each other. So that's why we don't feel any pressure on our body, but there has a pressure and this is very high, but we don't feel it. Clear? Okay. And you know, you have to remember something. We know heart is a pumping machine in our body. Heart is a pumping machine. What does the work of the heart? What does the work of the heart? So it pumps the blood and it carries the blood to each and every part of our body through arteries. Clear? So blood is carried from heart to all parts through the arteries. Okay. So blood exert pressure on the walls of the arteries. Blood exert pressure on the arteries, wall of the arteries, and this is called blood pressure. So understand what is blood pressure. Okay. So the pressure exerted by the blood against the walls of the arteries is called blood pressure. Okay. And we know heart is our pumping machine which help to carry the blood through the arteries to the each and every part of our body. Okay. Now you know blood pressure is high when it pumps. This is called systolic pressure, and blood pressure is low between two beats. Heartbeat. We know our heart beats. So when heart beats or pump beats, then the blood pressure is high. That is called systolic pressure, and between two beats blood pressure is low or minimum. That is called diastolic pressure. Okay. And there is a instrument which is called sphygmomanometer, It is used to measure the blood pressure. Sphygmomanometer is used to measure the blood pressure. Okay. So blood pressure is very important. As there is a blood pressure, that's why we exist. Otherwise, here is a high pressure which can break the shape of our body. But as blood has pressure, so it cancels the air pressure. Okay. So and sphygmomanometer is the instrument which is used to measure the blood pressure, and heart carries the blood through arteries. Okay. And heart is a pumping machine. We know heart is a pumping machine, and blood pressure exerted by the blood on the wall of the arteries, or pressure exerted per unit area of the wall of the arteries by the blood is called force exerted by the blood per unit area on the arteries is called blood pressure. Okay. Or the pressure exerted by the blood on the arteries of the on the wall of the arteries is called blood pressure. Okay. And you have to remember some important points. Normal blood pressure, the normal blood pressure is 120/80, and blood pressure is measured actually in mercury. Okay. Normal air pressure 76 centimeter Hg. Hg means mercury. Pressure of air is 76 centimeter mercury, and normal blood pressure is 126/80 centimeter Hg. Okay. So the normal pressure of our body is 120/80 mm. Sorry, not centimeter, it's millimeter. 76 millimeter. Sorry. It is centimeter. And so 120/80 millimeter Hg. Okay. And high blood pressure, it is normal. When the blood pressure 140/90 millimeter Hg, it is high. And when low is called 90/60, it is millimeter Hg. This is low blood pressure. Okay. So, and when a man consists high blood pressure, okay, they can suffer from many disease. It can cause the kidney damage, okay, heart failure, okay, several disease. And also for low pressure, it also can cause some disease, okay. So normal, you have to remember the normal pressure, high blood pressure and low blood pressure. What is the range of it? Okay, so understand. Another example I have forgot. To understand air has a pressure, you can do it in your home. Suppose you fill a glass with water, okay, fill a glass with water and fill it totally, okay, and take a pitch board, take a board on the glass and place over it glass, okay, and if you turn the glass upside down, that means if you turn the glass upside down, then you see this paper will not move. That means this paper will not fall down. This paper will not fall down. Why? The glass contains contains water. That means it is fulfilled. It is fulfilled with water, and then take a board and place it over the glass. Then turn the glass upside down. Then you will see that the paper or the board will not fall down. Will not fall down. Why? So there must have a pressure which help the board to stick with the glass. That's why the glass, that's why the board does not fall down. Okay, and this air gives the pressure. Air gives the pressure on the board. That's why the board does not fall down. So from this experiment we can say air has a pressure. That's why the board does not fall down. Clear? Clear? Okay, understand? So from this experiment we can say air has a pressure. That means gas also exert pressure. So understand? Thank you, students.